Hey yo, welcome to the show, you guys. My name is Princess Rockwell, and I'm the owner of Lady Psstol Networks, LPN LLC. I would like to welcome you guys to my personal podcast, Let's Chop It Up. And on today's episode, I am interviewing none other than my father, my Papa Bear, Marcus Rockwell of the Marcus Rockwell Trio. And we definitely have an excellent episode for you guys today. So I hope you check it out. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you pick up all of the nuggets and gems that you can. And much love. Hey yo, welcome to the show. It's Lady Psstol coming for you mental like I tend to like to do. And on today's segment, I have no one other than my Papa Bear, Marcus Rockwell. Big claps.
What's up?
So yeah, Pop, today's podcast is going to be just for everyone to kind of get to know you. So kind of give me a background on who you are.
Well, I'm a believer in God and father of 3, got 5 grandkids, musician, entrepreneur, community involvement. You know, I work for a nonprofit organization doing good in the community. So that's about pretty much it.
Right on. And a lot of people don't know or may know that you are a musician. So you play the trumpet. And what age did you start playing the trumpet, and why did you want to play the trumpet?
I believe that was like around about 7 or 8. I just knew I wanted to get involved in music. And just to be honest, the trumpet was the least expensive instrument that was available for purchase. And my mom and dad wanted to see if I was going to stick to it. So I got one of those, I think Montgomery Ward's 8995 horns to get started.
And was it like a brass, or was it silver, or like how long did you keep that instrument?
Oh, most definitely it was brass. Silver was going to be like 199 versus 89, so it was 89. So it was brass, but I kept it for a long period of time. Kind of interesting story. That instrument ended up, it was in a plastic case. And in the band hall, I ended up putting it up on the top shelf, you know, out of the way to try to protect it. And somebody came in and knocked it off the shelf, and it hit the floor, and it bent the bell. So I had to continue on playing that bent horn, but it paid off.
What lessons did you learn from that? Having to play with the bent one, you know what I mean? What resilience, or what with that difference? It was unfortunate that it happened, but what was the golden nugget or golden lesson you learned even in that?
The golden lesson was never put your horn on the top shelf.
I meant something more prolific.
Lesson for that.
Got you.
You know, I think that, I guess the lesson learned out of that was regardless of if it's bent or whatever the case may be, if you got a love for music, you just continue to endure on, and good things happen.
Right on. And what was the name of the first band you were part of?
The very first band I was part of, I think it was Stardust. Mm-hmm. I think that was the very first band. I mean, the official band where you started gigging and doing some things. It was Stardust. So, yeah.
Right on. So, fast forwarding now to your current band, Marcus Rockwell Trio. Give us a little bit of background, because you don't know, but I've been writing some articles about you guys throughout my scholastic endeavor here, and just so they can put a person to the actual stories. Kind of tell me a little bit more about Marcus Rockwell Trio and how it got started.
Well, Marcus Rockwell Trio got started by me having a desire to get out of the rat race of, you know, it's kind of hard when you're trying to keep a band together. You have multiple personalities and this, that, and the other. I'll never forget, I was fortunate enough to open up for the Blind Boys of Alabama. And when I did that, after that particular concert, got a chance to meet with the road manager and just to get some nuggets. And the band that I was playing with at that time, it was a 7-piece band, and we were hired to come in to do a Christmas show with them. But they didn't want the 7-piece band. Mm-hmm. They just wanted a smaller iteration of what we were, which we ended up going in with a 4-piece band, 3 horns, and a keyboard player that was programming music. So, but long and the short, from that conversation, when I had a discussion with him, I was telling him about all the other aspects of our band, you know, percussionist and drummer and guitar player and bass and all these other instrumentations. And he said to me, he said, how do you know that it wasn't just supposed to be just 4 of you guys, or moving forward it's just supposed to be 4? And that stuck with me.
Wow.
It made me think about it, and it made me make a decision to start the Marcus Rockwell Trio and just have 3 musicians and move forward.
Right on. And you're giving some context to the previous band that you were part of was Spaces, which stood for Faith Always Changes Everything Substantially, right?
That's correct.
And you still have a great relationship with Dwayne. I know you guys work here and there together, but I think it's more so when you're going through that and you're building your faith in the way you're going, and more so pushing out and pushing forward as a solo act or in a different direction. Yeah. You have to have a lot of faith. And like, how did you step out on faith with that during that transitional piece, and to where you kind of are now?
Well, it was one of those things where I just knew that just had to try something different. Just step out on faith and see what God had in store. The 2 other guys that I brought in, both of them are believers, so that was an easy enough transition for me to bring into like-minded folks, that wanted to do great things. Of course, we believers, and we are involved in our church and that kind of thing. And so with that being said, I just wanted to try something different, something unique, something where I could not only keep the music going, but also be able to pay these guys. I think it's important that when you are a musician, you are paid your worth. And in today's society, they just don't want to pay musicians like they should. So for me, I figured if I had 3 guys, myself and 2 others, it was easier to cut that cake without, giving each musician $75.
No, that's right. Okay, I think my last question, Tupac, for you is now for fellow musicians, no matter what age they are. What would be a golden nugget that you would give any artist who is not necessarily trying to make it in the business, but genuinely loves just creating and art, and are believers like you? How would you tell them to kind of continue on their journey?
I would say keep God first. Mm-hmm. I would also say know your worth. I would also say, the music business is a business. So for folks who will tell you, hey, you do it for the love of the music. Yeah, that sounds good. But at the end of the day, when that bill comes around and it's time to pay that bill, or that family you need to take care of, you have to keep that in consideration, because people, for whatever reason, don't value musicians like they value other professions, and it's an honorable profession. So that's what I would say. And I'm going to leave you with something where I met the drummer for actually Stanley Clarke after a concert. And one of the things that he said to me and Dwayne, mm-hmm. he said, get the money, get the money, get the money.
All right, so get the money. That's the nugget.
Young folks probably tell you, get the bag.
Get the bag.
That's what's up.
Get the bag, but don't squander the bag.
Right on.
All right, well, Papa, thank you so much for checking in and having a conversation with me. Anything that you would like to add?
Just keep God first.
All right on, y'all. Peace. Alright, you guys, that was this week's episode. My call to action for you guys is to go check out my Papa band, all of the music that he has put out thus far. It's Marcus Rockwell, and his band is named the Marcus Rockwell Trio. You can catch them performing locally here in the DFW area, and we would love to have you, and I'm sure he would love to have you actually attend the show, so definitely show love to my dad. And if you haven't already, stream my latest album, From Psstol with Love B-Side, available on all streaming platforms. And also check out episodes 1 and 2 of The Love Chronicles if you have yet to do that. We are definitely in the middle of production for episode 3. And trust me, this one is going to be amazing. And until next time, always remember, I love you. But most importantly, God loves you. Salud.